Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be a general weekly reading for the sign of Cancer for the week of April 13th. And at this time I'd like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, and for sharing with others, and of course for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched and hitting the hype button. Thank you very much, as well as all those lovely comments. It is so nice to read each and every one of them, letting me know that you've watched the video, you've subscribed, you've enjoyed it. Wow, that really makes my week. So I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope I make your week as well. Okay, starting out with the King of Swords. Determination. Boy, you are flooded with some really new, wonderful ideas for yourself. And you're making progress on it. Like, you're really starting to go forward. If there's any kind of problems, you're taking care of it. You're making sure that there's nothing, no obstacles to get in your way with your forward dreams. Wow. You know, you're getting the credit for all the hard work and what you do to achieve your dream and goal. So you're getting recognition in the right areas, and you can stand up for yourself quite well. And wow, you are taking on that stance of, I'm going to clear out anything and everything that's in my way that might slow me down from what I want to achieve. You're taking care of your health, you're making plans for your future, and it is really changing for you quickly. Oh, look at that, the Eight of Cups. Yes, needing to let go of some things from your past. Learning to know what's not suited for you. And releasing it without stress, worry, or guilt. Because you've put time, energy, and effort into something, and you're realizing that it's not giving you what it is that you desire anymore. And you're tired of, throwing good energy at something that's not giving you anything back. So you're moving on now. You're starting to realize that it's a new path for yourself. And the Seven of Pentacles. So definitely setting up a plan for your future, like where you're making your investments. You've already planted your seeds. They're out there. They're taking root, whether you see them doing it or not. It is actually going in your favor. So that's quite wonderful. You're looking at a long-term view of hard work, determination, and success. So you're investing in yourself for your future, knowing full well that you will accomplish your desire. Yeah, the Six of Cups, looking back, happy memories. Maybe you've heard some, got an email, phone call, something from a friend, relative, somebody you haven't heard from in a while, and it just sparks you back to when you were younger, thinking about, where you're going to be, what you're going to have, all those sort of wonderful dreams, and just ever so fleetingly enjoying yourself, just lost in happy memories of times gone by and where you're now. Yeah, and the Wheel. Definitely changing your perspective, your outlook, and your future. This is good luck, karma, and life cycle. This is your turning point. This is your changing many things in your life now and going forward. Wow, that is such a beautiful leap for you. Five of Cups. Yes, a little bit of, stress and worry about the past. Maybe some things that you have done or didn't handle you correctly. It's all growing pains, no matter what age you are. We all look back at our past going, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But we realize we can't change, undo, or fix. That's how we learn. That's our past. And you've come to that conclusion now, what you have learned, so that now you can move forward. So you're letting go of, regret, stress, and worry over something that, like I said, you cannot change, and you've learned. And you're moving forward now with a much more understanding. All right, the Seven of Rods. Yeah, standing your grounds and your beliefs, your attitude, you're moving forward, you're realizing that you can achieve whatever it is that you have desired, and the universe is offering it to you. So you are really taking that stand in your life. If there's been any challenges, you're protected. You understand what you need to do. You know, you maintain control of the circumstances. So you're very much in control this week of your future. Yeah, look at that, the Chariot moving forward. Taking that leap of faith, knowing it's time to get a move on. You know, there's movement, progress, taking action. You know, you've invested in yourself. You have the willpower and control. And this is your chance. This is your time. You know, this is your departure. Starting new, moving forward. I really like that one for you because you really are stepping up your game, moving into what you desire, and you're actually starting to enjoy it. Like you're doing it without all that added worry, stress, and overthinking. Oh yeah, Three of Rods. So you may be looking into perhaps moving. You're definitely making progress. There is no doubt about that. And you have foresight. Like you can see what's coming. So you're protecting your enterprises. You're looking overseas for new opportunities. And you're not afraid to take those chances. This is you just looking at your dreams and your future. Oh, you're going to get some news. Page of Rods. So this is going to be a message coming in for many of you. And it's going to be of a long distance. That is going to, be a call related to travel. You may be having to travel for work. You may have to travel to have an interview with somebody. There's so many reasons to need to travel. But you're okay with this. You're understanding this is just a mild little stone or stepping stone in you moving forward. But you're protecting yourself. You're using your head all the way. You're not getting taken advantage of. You're listening to what everybody has to say. You're very much in control of how this pans out. And you're using your opportunity as a potential for what it is you desire. So good on you. And the Five of Rods. Yeah, look at that. There may be some competition. Or this may be you thinking there's competition and there isn't any. You stand out quite well on your own. People notice you because of who you are, just the way you are, without having to take or do anything in particular. You're very passionate, you're confident. If there's disagreements, you take the higher road. You don't need any extra stress or worry in your life, and you can handle yourself quite well. So you're removing yourself from all that chaos, which gets you noticed even more because you're not participating in the childish things. Yeah, the Hanged Man. So definitely you have a greater perspective on how your life is turning out. You're letting go of things. You're taking a deeper look at many things in your life. A different view, thinking differently than you did before. Just by how you have grown over the last little while. It's changed you on the outside as well as the inside, and the way you think, how you handle things. And you can pick up on things much easier than you could before, with open eyes and an open mind. And the King of Pentacles. Yes. Making some life investments, taking care of your health, your finances. Your health seems to be right at the top of your list right now, which is good. And your finances, believe it or not, are under that because you're realizing you need to be in good health in order for you to think clearly, move forward, Invest well for your future. So slow and steady will win this race. Absolutely. You're under no pressure, but you are delivering premium outlook for your life. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Definitely moving yourself forward. There's travel, absolutely, coming up for you. And it looks like it's not going to be great distances. It's just, maybe you're traveling to visit somebody, but it helps you to regather yourself, your thoughts, your future. It just gives you your mind time to slow down. No longer just be in emotion all the time. Just finally enjoy what you have accomplished and surround yourself in that feeling. You've planted your seeds. They're definitely starting to sprout. They really are. It may not seem like it right at this moment, but just sort of ride the wave a little bit longer, and it is going to get to what you want it to be. Yeah. The Ace of Pentacles. Good luck, good harmony, tangible goods, material gains. Definitely taking care of your health. You're doing exercise, watching what you eat, what you drink, all those sort of things. You've made a really good investment in your future. Looks like for a few of you, you're actually talking to somebody about your financial. Maybe you come into some money and you want to invest it in something, and you're realizing that it's time to embark on this new dream. So this could be a dream job that gives you the opportunity to invest not only your finances, but invest your future as well. But that's your yes card from the universe. And the Nine of Swords. Okay. You're dealing with something, stress, worry, overanalyzing, overstressing about something that you need to calm down a little bit on for yourself, because it's you overstressing about something that you have no control over. And you're realizing that, okay, the longer you stay up in your head with self-doubts and sabotage and stuff, it's not going to get you what you want. So maybe this is you have been taking care of somebody else, like helping somebody who's going through some things, and you're starting to realize that it's starting to have a negative effect on yourself. So you're removing yourself from that. You're taking care of yourself. You're realizing that you need to take care of your health, mentally and physically, and you need to remove yourself from this situation. And it's not easy to do, but you are learning to take care of you first instead of putting everybody else forward. You're realizing that it's time for you to take care of your own health and your needs. And it's very hard to do sometimes, but you're learning you need to get out of your own way, out of your own head, stop overthinking and analyzing stuff before they even happen, because they probably won't even come about. So you need to stop stressing about things so much. Oh, look at that. The Ace of Cups. Overflowing, abundance, pleasure, passion. That is beautiful to see. The more time, energy, and happiness that you allow yourself to absorb, the more the universe gives you. That's quite nice. Looks like there's a little bit of passion here, like love coming in for some of you. But you're realizing you're not allowing yourself to put on rose-colored glasses. You're seeing things very clearly. You're making clear judgment calls for yourself and your future. And you're realizing that does their actions match, their words? So you're taking everybody with a grain of salt and seeing what really comes out of them. And it's not just a one snap deal. You are really looking at people truly for who they really are and what they really are. So you're really helping yourself to recognize what it is that you're looking for. So that's really good. But you're getting help from the universe as well to succeed at this. Okay. And the Swords. So definitely moving on. The Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer, better shores where you're appreciated. People talk to you nicely. You talk to them. That sort of thing. It looks like you've been going against the current for a while. Not quite fitting in. Not that you haven't tried. It's just you're tired of giving all of you and not receiving anything. But you're moving on to much more in your life. More appreciation. More finances. Calmer waters. People will accept you for who you are, and you fit in. So you are really moving to something much more in line with your life. Okay. And the Oracle. Yes. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. There you go. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.